All right, we're going to start talking about how to use gradients to create a sense of shading. Let's start by looking at my lips. So my lips are actually two objects, two separate objects. And I did that on purpose. And I'm going to show you how I'm going to apply a gradient here. So I started with a color that already existed, but I want to do more with it. So I'm going to go over into my gradients and I'm going to click on this one. Something I want to look at with my picture is, I pulled up my picture here. So I want to look at is right as my lips come together, it's very dark, right? That's a shadow. And then as it goes out, it gets lighter. So, and notice the upper lip is lighter. So we're going to make some adjustments to this gradient. So what I'm going to do is go into my gradients and click custom. And I'm going to go ahead and add a gradient stop. And the gradient stop is just another color that I can add to this. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the dark color, and I'm going to make that the lighter pink. And then I'm going to, the middle one, I'm sorry, the last one, I'm going to make the dark pink. And let's try seeing what that looks like. Okay, so it's starting to look like similar, but the problem is, my lip is curved. So it's only can do so much with the gradient. We can adjust the angle of it, so we can make that light, and we can, like, it was 90 degrees, right? So we can make it like, or actually one of the things we can do is move the stopper this way so that the shadow is a little bit more spread. And we can also change the angle. We can make it like 75 degrees. And let's try that. So you can see how it's starting to create a gradient here, like a blended thing. And I'm going to do the same thing with the upper lip. I just want to look at my preview real quick. So the upper lip has, it's dark right at the crease, and then as it goes up, it's lighter. So I'm going to go ahead and grab a gradient again, and I'm going to click on this. This is kind of the opposite of what we want, so we're going to go ahead and click that and make this one the dark pink. And then I think we're going to remove this stopper, and we're going to go and add a light pink. Actually, adding the stopper might help because we can control how much the spread happens, like that. The angle doesn't look quite right on this, so I'm going to keep tweaking it, but this is the concept of what we're doing. That looks a little better. So we're creating this sense that there's shading on that. Now, if we're finding that this is like too, it doesn't look quite right, we're not getting the effect we want, then we can always go back and just keep it simple. We could just do like this nice little gradient and maybe just flip it over. Like if we just made this 180 degrees instead. Sometimes this doesn't quite work the way you think it would.